Hatching setup this year. Usually it's in our classroom with some beautiful posters and books and things kind of around it for kids to explore. So I feel like it looks a little drab compared to usual. So in our large incubator right now, this is what's holding our goose eggs. This is the most goose eggs we have ever put into an incubator. I think we have about 64 goose eggs in there right now. We do not expect to hatch 64 geese. Goose eggs are actually really hard to hatch, and they tend to have about a 40% hatch rate if you're lucky. And so we have hatched geese twice. The first time we hatched, we didn't have, I would say we had 20 some odd eggs, and we got 7 geese, and we actually did fairly well. I think it was about 21 or 27 eggs, and we got 7. Last year in our classroom, we hatched 10 geese, and I feel like we had over 30 eggs. So we're hoping to have some success again this year. Over here, we have our chicken eggs in this incubator. We have about 40 chicken eggs in there. Chicken eggs take 21 days, and they're pretty precise timing wise. Every time we've hatched chicken eggs every year over the last 5 years, and they're pretty to the day as long as your incubator can maintain heat and humidity. This one at the back, we don't think that we will be using this one this year. We can't really get it to stabilize. We might need to play around with it and have some repairs or replace this incubator. Hello everybody. Thanks Weston for your question about the calendar and when we can expect some hatching. So the goose eggs were first put in on March 23rd. Some were actually put in on the 26th as well. We had some that were put in a little bit late. So goose eggs, depending on the breed, can take 28 to 35 days. At the earliest, we could see some hatching by the 21st of April, or as far as the 28th of April. If I remember correctly, last year, our geese eggs hatched kind of more in the like 31, 32 days. So if this is 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So I would expect maybe around the 25th of April. Because we have a mix of a few different breeds, we kind of find they kind of fall in this like 31, 32 day range, but they like to surprise us. So eggs need to be regularly turned in the incubation stage so that the embryo develops properly. If an egg stays in the exact same position, you're bound to get blood clots and poorly developed fetus, and those eggs often don't survive. So over the years, we have invested in some automatic turners. These can hold, I believe, 40 eggs, and
they will turn automatically throughout the day, so you don't have to do any hand turning. They hold our chicken or goose eggs. Unfortunately, our geese eggs are much too big to go in an automatic turner, so I turn them by hand 3 times a day. 3 to 4 times a day. Generally, we kind of stick with 3 times a day works for our schedule. When flipping our goose eggs, we just do a 180-degree flip, just right over. So we have one side marked with an X, so we know whether we've flipped an egg or not. Especially with so many eggs in the incubator, you could quickly lose track of who you flipped and who you haven't flipped, and so marking them is really important, so you can keep track of who's been flipped and who. So I have flipped all of our eggs, so they're X's up, and I've given them a little